Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm back. It is I. Um, let me post this on the thingy. It is I, Robin. I'm back for another Blackoween sprint. I think this might be my last Blackoween sprint for October. But if I find that I have some more time and there's another slot, I will surely do another sprint. But this is a Blackoween sprint where we're reading books for Blackoween, which is hosted by Bree over at Lock Petition. If you don't know what Blackoween is, we're mid-month and don't feel bad. It's okay. But Bree's announcement video, I will link it in the description when I post this. But Blackoween is where we read Black crime, thrillers, horror. I can never remember, but all the spooky, scary, crime, thrillery, horror things by Black authors. So I am reading All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. I started it yesterday on Ray's Sprints, and so I'm having a relatively good time with it. I don't really generally read crime fiction a lot, but I dabble here and there. Um, what is everyone else reading? Um, I don't have any chaos demons here today, so I'm thinking that we're gonna get some reading done, which is gonna be just a good old time. So may we have two sprints today? Maybe three? I don't know. I don't know. Dare I say that? I feel like I say it, and then one of the chaos demons will pop up, and yeah, who I don't know. Can't speak for it. So I'm thinking that we start off with a cute little 45. Let me just get us a nice Halloween ambient room. hmm That that seems like the move. Um, but yeah, how's everyone else's Halloween, Blackoween going? What location are you in? What role are you doing? I'm doing investigator Thoreau in Joe's library because I need to conquer Joe's library. And well, I don't need to conquer Joe's library. I need to conquer all the locations. And so this year I'm at Joe's library. Last year I was at St. Treme Graveyard, and that was where I was supposed to be. St. Treme Graveyard. But yeah, we are gonna get started. And like I said, do a cute little 45. So that puts us at like 40. Yep. So we're gonna do until the 20 of whatever time zone you're in. So happy reading, people. Hello, we're back. I tried to do that as quietly as possible. It's always jarring coming back from a sprint. But good morning everybody. Hey Liz. Hey Jen. I don't know if you're still here. I know you have sprints starting soon. Hey Mo, what's everybody reading? What's everyone doing? Because it is Saturday morning. I feel like Saturday mornings are for like cleaning, turn on some music, get some cleaning in, or maybe listening to an audiobook and get some cleaning in. I should probably get some cleaning in. Maybe that's what I'm going to do on my next sprint. Hi, good morning. So I read or listened to a little bit more of All the Sinners Bleed, and All the Sinners Bleed? Yes. I keep get confusing titles, but I read a little bit more of All the Sinners Bleed. And yesterday, after I came to the realization that I was confused because I had confused myself by thinking of a different book, once I got that all settled, I was good to go. So I'm still having a good time with it. I took a pause so that I could do some planning for the week. I need to like meal plan and stuff and just plan out life because life is lifing. And if I don't write things down, then those things are not getting done. They're not. Um, Reading Evie Shockley's Semi Automatic. Oh, what is that about? I'm intrigued. I'm just about to finish an Academy for Liars. At the moment, I'm playing chess. Are you like playing with someone or like online? I haven't played chess in years. Years. Also has an Academy for Liars. That's Alexis Henderson, right? Here's the not I did not read anything, but I will be finishing this book today, even if it's the last thing I do. I like to be done by 1 my time. Um, Remind me, are you reading what's the title? David and Jessica. That's the title. Not the Immortals, but My Soul to Keep. I don't know why I can't, for the life of me, remember that book title. It's not a thing that's gonna happen. Mm-mm. But yeah, I hope you're able to finish. I don't know what time zone you're in, but we're gonna at least do two more sprints. I think. I think that's the plan for today. At least two more sprints. Can you imagine? You came here to my channel and we had more than one sprint. Like, has that? It has happened. It has happened. But can you just like imagine we have like three really good sprints? Like, what are we doing here? Growth. I was supposed to be done last night, but I chose joy and watched just right. Yes, yes, always choose joy. I'm never going for others. Myself, I don't listen to myself. But for others, I'm always going to say choose joy. Even if you want to DNF this book, I say do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel happy. Because this book may not be the thing for you. You know what I mean? Um, exactly. Growth. Hey, Paco. But I don't know. I liked My Soul to Keep enough to keep going, but I could see if you were just struggling. Because it's not like the characters are likable. It's not like there's anyone that you're rooting for. And in fact, part of me may have only been reading to see if like someone I didn't like died. And I think that's why I'm still going. I'm still hoping that one of them just doesn't make it out, you know? I'm not sure which one at this point, because Jessica's just stupid, deserves to go, and David is just the worst, and he deserves to go. So, like, I don't know, but can you die if you're immortal? Questions that need answers that I assume I'll get answers to the more I continue the series. But let me know how your journey goes with My Soul to Keep. So I believe in you. I believe that you can finish today. I don't need to love my characters, but I need to be invested in some way. Yeah, same. I don't need to like love them. I think I sometimes enjoy something more when I don't love them because I just want to see their demise. Like now I'm invested in them becoming just the worst versions of themselves and then getting what they deserve. Hmm. I don't know what that says about me as a person. We should trap David in a glacier or something. Is that I mean, I feel like that could be a way to trap them, right? Like, you can't die, so, like, if we just trap you in something, probably, most likely, like, how do you trap someone in a glacier? Now I'm thinking about it. It doesn't even need to make sense to me. It doesn't even need to make sense. I don't even need to know the science behind it. Why am I trying to think of this like it's a real thing that's going to happen? But this is a good solution. I think rooting for someone to die is invested. Yes. You okay, bud? All right. As a professional hater, you get it, Paco. You get it. Professional haters, rise up. Um, sometimes you just love to hate something or someone in a book, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes characters are made to be hated. That is actually some of their purposes. I hate when people are like, they weren't a good guy. They're not supposed to be a good guy. And sometimes people are morally gray, and that's okay. You don't have to love every single character in a book. That doesn't make it fun. That doesn't even make the plot fun. Ugh. Imagine if we were all just the same and just upstanding citizens. I mean, like, we should be. We should all be upstanding citizens, okay? But, like, what would we watch in reality TV if we were all good, upstanding citizens? Real Housewives would be trash, and I would hate that for me. You know, like, we just need to have a little morally gray sometimes. Ooh, speaking of Real Housewives, I'm almost caught up on all of the current seasons that are out for franchise, except for OC. I don't watch OC ever. I had stopped watching OC like season 3. Um, the Potomac caught up. New York caught up. Still behind on Salt Lake City, but almost. I will be caught up today. I know you guys didn't care, but I care because it is it is hard trying to balance my Real Housewives schedule and trying to read all of the books. Also, I did not know that Abbott Elementary is back, and I just found that out yesterday. So watched an episode yesterday. I need to watch an episode today. But how am I going to fit that in with watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and trying to read? Life is so hard. It does add a little spice to life. But that being said, because I have so much reading to do and so many other things to do, I think it's time. I think it's time for another sprint. Um, I can't believe that we're just doing these back to back. That we just keep going with the sprints. This is amazing. I'm trying to find a Hitchcock movie or two to stream before I start Hitchcock Hotel. What is Hitchcock Hotel? Also, I've actually never watched a Hitchcock movie. Isn't the Birds one? Or did I make that up? To the Googles. Let's Google this for a second. The Birds. Where like the lady, she's in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is a Hitchcock film. So I lied. I have seen. It's a new release from Stephanie Vogel. I mean, interesting. Birds is Hitchcock. Okay. Then I have seen at least one because Yeah, I've seen many of them, but want to watch The Road Tonight with the boy. Okay, okay. Well, do you have a favorite? Because maybe that could be a thing I get into. Not like I need more things to get into. Clearly, I am booked and busy with just TV and books alone. But if you have a suggestion, throw it out there. Throw it out there for the people, you know? Right. I'm supposed to watch The Wild Robot tonight. Paco, what is The Wild Robot? I'm going to just be so honest. I've never heard of this a day in my life. I'm looking this up and I'm just like, who is this? What is this? It's a robot. Oh, there's like a little chicken bird thing. What is going on? Not sure I have one, Dave, but I'll put some. Ooh, okay. Yeah, if you just have like a few recommendations, let me know. The new DreamWorks movie. I didn't love Wild Robot. Okay. Oh, Paco, maybe you'll like it. I took my 8-year-old nephew. He loved the book but didn't love the movie either. Interesting, because I was just about to be like, oh, maybe I'll take my niece to this, but maybe not. We're supposed to go to the pumpkin patch tomorrow, me and my two nieces and my mom. And so that should be interesting. My littlest niece, she is a terror, and I love that. I really do. She is the epitome of a chaos demon, and it's just so fun. But like, I know that by the end of tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, "Mm, I need a chaos demon break." Ooh, Lupita. This may be one I wait until it comes out on streaming. It wasn't bad, just not amazing. Mm, okay, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I love kids who listen. My little one, she a little wild for sure. I think she wears out my dog, and he has a lot of energy. I mean, you can't tell now because he's asleep, and he likes to sleep for most of the day, but he has a lot of energy when he's awake, and I think she wears him out. My youngest niece is now in high school. How dare they get old? High That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Oh my god. We're just How can they keep getting older if we are staying the same age? Well, my actual nieces and nephews are all adults. This I agree. Yeah. I cannot even fathom the idea of my nieces being adults. Like I I can't. It doesn't compute in my brain at all. Um, but yeah. Oh, one day they're gonna be adults. That makes my heart hurt. But also, like, how is that possible? Because how can they be adults if I'm still a baby? Like, I'm just a girl. Like, yes. And it doesn't make any sense. I can't. Imagine going out drinking with your niece. No. No. What are we drinking? Apple juice? Like, I can't. My oldest niece is a couple months older than me. Oh, not a baby, uncle. Oh man. Wow. That just like kind of blew my mind a little bit because it's like I know that they're going to get older, but also it doesn't make sense for them to get older. Like how do you do that? Why are you doing that? I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Um, but we are going to do another sprinty. Another. Do you guys want another 45 or do we want an hour? I can do both. I know it's a 15-minute difference. 15 minutes makes a lot of a difference. You could read like many more pages or do many more things in 15 extra minutes. It's kind of cool to see the kids become cool adults. It's still, yeah, it's just so like even my oldest niece, she's 6, and I'm just like, when did you become 6? You were just a little baby. I told her she can't have kids anytime soon because I would be a great deal and I can't. Yeah, no, they can't. All right, we've got an hour. I'm kind of down with the hour, to be honest. I think I could get lots of things done because I'm gonna finish planning my week. I'm gonna listen to some more of All the Sinners Bleed, and hopefully get started on some cleaning. Maybe I definitely should. I definitely should do that. But I'm gonna finish planning while I listen and start cleaning. I'm gonna speak it into existence. So we will go until, oh gosh, don't tell Ray that I'm doing this, okay? Do not. We will start now. And I'm reading to avoid cleaning. Sometimes that is necessary. I read to avoid lots of things, cleaning, thinking, all the things. But yeah, we're gonna go into the sprint now. We're gonna start now, read for an hour. Don't tell Ray that I did not start on a 0 or 5. She would crucify. She, she would never let me forget it. But let's go into our sprint. Happy reading or not reading. Happy avoiding. Whatever. Welcome back. Um, how was everyone's sprint? I got to 26% in All the Sinners Bleed, and I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. I just got to a part where I found out something about the the person who was killed. Wow, didn't expect that to be the thing. Um, but I am now more interested in it. And um, I mean, I was interested before, but like now I'm in it. I have to see this through because there's like a person who's unidentified. I need to know who this person is. I just know that it's like, oh, I just know that it's it's going to be someone that's super obvious, but it's still going to be surprising. Anyway, um, while I try and finish Paradise by going up for a uni class. What is paradise about? Here in Argentina. Oh, it's one. Okay, and spring is already here. The days are getting hotter. I love that for you. Spring and summer are by far my favorite seasons. Um, not the summers of current years. These summers are different than the summers of my youth. The heat is really heating, and not a fan of that. Hey, jumping into read arc I have. Everyone's having a good weekend so far. Ooh, I hope you're enjoying the arc. I have so many art reviews that I need to post on NetGalley. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. I also think I have like 2 arcs that I still need to read. What am I doing with life? Why do I keep requesting arcs knowing that I have so many other things to read and do? Like, what am I doing? Made breakfast, have about 50. You're so close. You're so close to seeing these idiots be idiots. Just, you're so close. What are you reading once you're done with this? Are you like hopping into another Blackoween book, or are you taking a Blackoween break, or like just a spooky, creepy break altogether? Um, because I find that like in October, I always want to like binge all of the creepy, spooky things, right? And not just for Blackoween, but for like anything. Um, and then I OD on it, and after October, I'm just like, I can't, I cannot, I will not. But during that sprint, while I was also listening, I got some cleaning done because it needed to be done. And I guess I shouldn't just waste the day because what's going to happen is I'm going to spend all of the good daylight hours reading as I should, as you should. And then it'll be like later I'll be like, it's too late. I can't, I cannot do anything else today. And then there goes my Saturday. And then tomorrow, like I said, I'll be at the pumpkin patch. And while I will not be there all day, um, I already know that the kids are gonna wear me out. You finished Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Did you like it? How did you feel about it? I have not read it, but I've heard absolutely nothing but good things about it. Just started a new book, 8% in. I've already so I'd say it's off to a good start. Okay. I like this. I like this. Love a book that makes us laugh. Probably read a Black romance to cleanse the palate and then jump into The Only Good Indians. I think I'm fourth horror for the year after this. Been reading horror all year. All year. You've been reading horror all year. I don't know that I've been reading horror all year. I've been reading it sporadically throughout the year, though. Definitely more than I would in any other year. But a good black romance would really cleanse the palate. You cried a little at the end. I I don't know whether I want to say I love that for you. 'Cause I love a book that makes you really emotional, but like who wants to be crying at the end of a book, you know? But I'm glad that you finished it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Would you read more by S.A. Cosby? Raz- the crazy thing is, I've had Razorblade Tears on my Kindle for so long, and I haven't gotten to it. As the many other Kindle books that I have that I have not gotten to. That's what is life without typos? One could say that my whole life is a typo, so I get it. Um, but yeah, it sounds like everyone's reading is going really well. And I love this for all of us. I truly, truly do. I would love to know how you feel about The Only Good Indians when you start reading it. I finished it. That was the book I finished before this one. Um, so I would be interested to know how you feel about The Only Good Indians once you're done reading it. It took me a second to get into it because I couldn't get the cadence like of the writing and but then once I started listening to it, it became a better experience for me. Going to try to listen to the Hacienda. Okay. I also have the Hacienda. Have I read it? Absolutely not. Am I going to read it one day? Yeah, because I love a little haunted house story. Also, I am surprised that you were going to read a haunted house story. What's going on? Do you know it's a haunted house story? Look at Blair. I don't know if you look at him down here, just stalking me. Weird. I've heard that the hacienda is really good, and I want to get to it. I just haven't. I had so many grand plans. Like I was like, I'm gonna do my cult vlog. I'm gonna do a haunted house vlog. I'm gonna do another weird girl kind of. You know, the only thing that happened, that cult one, took it out of me. Mm, okay, well, as long as you know. I do have so many books in my Kindle that to read. It's just so hard. And like the thing about Kindle books is that one, you can have like so many of them. And then the other thing is that because they're not physical, I never pay attention to them. I never pay attention to them. It's like I get them and it's just like I'm glad that they're there, but I never see them. It's just not something I think about. Ray has been pressing me to do what's on my Kindle vlog, and I think I might try to do that. Um, Also, at the beginning of the year, I had made a goal to read down my Kindle books. And have I read a single one? Not one. I haven't read a single Kindle book. Have I gotten more? Yes, but that is neither here nor there. So I don't think I'm going to meet my Kindle goal this this year. Yep, bud. What's going on? Anywho, so shout out to all of us who are just putting books on our Kindle, never reading them. But it's funny though because I have read things on my Kindle, like KU books, have read them. Books that I borrowed from the library, yep, absolutely. But one of the ones that I actually probably bought, even if they were free, I still bought them because you get it. It was a stuff your Kindle thing. Nope, no, whatever. They'll get read one day, maybe. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just sit on my Kindle as digital decoration. That's the thing. That's what they are now. The way my eyesight is set up, ebook reading is the only way I seem to read with my eyes. Okay, no, hear me out. Hear me out. There's something about reading an ebook where it's much faster than reading an actual book. I don't know what the science is. Oh my gosh. It's very so. I don't know what the science is, but I can read on my Kindle way faster than I can read a physical book. I don't know why. I don't know why. So many books, so little time. And that's so real. And it sometimes I think about how I'll never be able to read every single book that I want to read in my lifetime. And that makes me a little sad. They are dropping new Kindles. I have seen some of them. Do I want the color one? Absolutely. Do I need it? No. But if anyone in this chat would like to convince me to get it, I'm here to listen to your argument. I made a collection of all my unread Kindle books, and the amount keeps increasing instead of decreasing. Shout out to Stuff Your Kindle Days. They are the best and the worst. And I don't know why I keep participating, knowing that I'm not going to read them. Also, I think that if I saw the number keep increasing, I would just delete the collection. So I'd be like, I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. I wonder how many I have. Hold on, let me see if I can tell how many I have on my Kindle right now. I have I have 119 unread things on my Kindle. Like, what? That doesn't seem real. That doesn't seem real. It is said that buying books and reading books are two different hobbies. They are. They are. One is book reading and one is book collecting. Those are different words. Reading, collecting. So we're just collecting digital media. And I think that's great for all of us. I love that. Although now that I'm like saying that, I do still have 129 unread books on my physical TBR, in addition to these 119. So something's got to give. Something has got to give. Let's see. Can I get rid of something? No, I'm not going to get rid of anything because I've already input all of these things into a spinner wheel so that when I do my Kindle TBR vlog, they're all there. So I'm not going to get rid of it. Oh, you know what? I can return this because I've read this. Look at me go. And this one. I read this one too. Look at that. These are just my KU books. Clearly, they were not counted in my other one. Also, on here, I did buy, this was like way in the beginning of time. I have the Sarah Janet on here, and I have like her, what's it, A Court of Thrones and Roses series, or four of them. I'm probably never going to read those. I'm never going to read those. Humberto Eco, the Spanish thinker, used to say that his Biblo contained thousands of unread books and that it was important to have unread books. You know, hear me out. This is my theory. What if we're like in an end of days situation, right? Not like something that's terrible, but like we can't get books anymore. And so if I have enough books to get me through, then maybe it's all worth it. I'm just preparing for an end of days situation where I can't get my hands on a book. So really, I'm just a prepper. Hi, Tammy. And that's how we're gonna think of it. So like if we just collect all of the books on our Kindles and on like our physical books, then really we're just setting ourselves up for success. Imagine, imagine living in an apocalyptic world and like there's nothing else to do. And so you need to read, but you don't have books. What do those people do? I mean, I'm not going to be around long enough in an apocalypse to even figure that out. So I don't know. But is it weird that I've thought of that too? The end of days situation? No, it's not weird. It's not weird at all. I think it's I think it's pretty like normal. I think we're all thinking that. And that's what I'm going to believe. Okay? I'm thinking it, you're thinking it. We're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. Blair, he's asleep, but he's probably thinking it. He can't read. He can't read, but I'm sure he thinks about books all the same. What do dogs think about? Probably their next snack. Oh, he's asleep, asleep. I said the S word, and he didn't even pop his little head up. He must be exhausted. Tiffany, do you not think about this? Come on. You're so valid because in 2020 there was a full day that the internet and cell service went out, and all I had to keep me out of my misery was reading. See, this is the situation we're preparing for. Imagine if you didn't have any books. What would you do? No, okay, because I think about this. Like, so you know how now there are a lot of no, I don't know really what the percentage of readers to non-readers are, but like I feel like there's a lot of people who just like, I don't read. Fine, cool. I have your other hobbies. Cool. I like that. But like back in the day, like, and I mean in the day, like the 1800s, when there was absolutely nothing to do. Like when the lights went out and there was nothing to do. What did you do? Like, I feel like you had to be a reader, or were you just like sitting there looking at the wall? Like, the choices are read or go to sleep. And those are the choices. Tiffany, you're an outlier here, okay? I know that the rest of us are thinking about the end of day situation and making sure we have enough books on hand. Don't worry. Don't worry, Tiffany. I will make sure that you have enough books to write out the end of days. I don't know how I'll get those books to you in an apocalyptic situation, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All those little free libraries, I know they're just going to get like ravaged. People are going to be looking for shit to read all the time. All the time. Oh my God. I would become like a rereader because, like, what if you run out of books? Oh, listen, Lizzie Bennett was a reader, and that is why she is more sensible and interesting than her sisters who don't read. This is actually really valid. Also, what were her sisters doing while she was like reading? What were they doing? I mean, I know that they were, like, playing the piano, some of them, but, like, you're just what if you're not the one on the piano? Now you're just talking? Oh my god, could you imagine talking to people every single night for hours? Oh my god. Oh my god. Gallivanting and getting into trouble. Could be a fun time. But, like, what if it's too cold to go out and gallivant? I can't go outside if it's under, like, 40 degrees. I'm not trying to get frostbite. And I know you're gonna say you can't get frostbite at 40 degrees. I know, but that's just how I feel in my soul. You know, like, my parents are retired and they don't read, and I'm just like, "What do you do all day?" "No. What do you do all day?" I just got my mom into reading, and before this, not that she even reads, like, she'll read at night, but all during the day. What are you doing? There's only so many chores you can do a day. There's only so I mean, I guess TV is always there, but, like, hours of watching TV? Do your parents puzzle? But even st I mean, I guess you could puzzle in silence. So I was gonna say you would still have to, like, talk to somebody, but, like, I can't even think think about it. Like, it's so I'm just so distraught thinking about, like, what you would do instead of reading. Like, even when there was no electricity, you still had candlelight, so you could read by candlelight, but you can't really do other things by candlelight. I guess I watch TV, but how much TV can there be to watch? Exactly. There's just not that much TV. Like, once this season of Real Housewives, like, ends, what am I gonna do until the next seasons of Housewives come back? What am I gonna watch? I mean, I do currently fill my time, my non-reading time, with, like, watching YouTube and stuff, but, like, even that, you need a pause. It's just like, I don't know if I wanna watch anymore, you know? I don't know. People who don't read just they fascinate me. They really do, because I just wanna know what you do all day. Maybe I'll ask my mom, like, "Hey, you have a week off from work. What are you doing all day?" You wake up, have breakfast, and then what? Because honestly, what they probably are doing is thinking about what to make for their next meal, because that consumes a lot of my time too. Every single day, I have to figure out what I'm gonna eat, when I need to make it. Oh, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I hate being an adult sometimes. Anyway, are we down? Do we want to do another sprint? I could go for another sprint because I got into this. I didn't think I was really gonna be into all the Sinners Bleed like that, but I got into it, and so I could go for another, like, cute little hour sprint. Oh my god, can you imagine that we're here and we're doing, like, 3 sprints? Like, actually. I joked about it earlier, but, like, we're actually gonna do it. Well, if you guys want to do it, we don't have to do another sprint. You guys could be like, actually, I'm tired of being here, and I would like to leave," which valid. Mm, okay, yay. Let's do another hour. I really am enjoying all this news bleed. I'm listening to it on audio too, so I I have the ebook, I have the physical book, and I have the audio for all the Sinners Meet. Do I need all of them? No, but I have them. And have I only listened to the audio? Yes. That's not the point. That's not the point. Okay. Yay. So let's do another hour sprint. Um, we'll start in like a minute, and then we'll get some good reading done. Oh, I love this for us. We'll get some good reading done, and then we'll come back, wrap it up, do a little chitter chat, and then head on about our day. So I will see you all back here in an hour. Ooh. Welcome back. How did everyone do? Finally finished, only giving it 3 stars because it's still on a redo. I don't think I can do vampires at this point. I've only been satisfied with one vampire book. That is fair. I felt this way about vampires for a really long time. And then I think that there were a couple of vampire ones that like I didn't like super love, but they were okay. So one was I just read it. Thirst by Marina Yepship. It's translated. So I did like that. And then there was another vampire book. I don't have my phone. Yes, I do. I do have my phone. So yeah, one was Thirst by Marina Yepship. So not like the best vampire thing I've ever read, but I liked it. And then another was Certain Dark Things by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, because I just thought it was like an interesting take on vampires. But also, I got roped into watching True Blood. Did I get roped in? Loosely. I was doing a buddy watch with Steph, and I got into True Blood. But I thought that those vampires were very cheesy and stupid. But I watched every season. And then I started watching the originals, which I think is a spinoff of the Vampire Diaries. I don't know, I'm never watching the Vampire Diaries. But I did watch season one of the originals and I did like that. I don't know. Vampires can be very, very cheesy. Hey Kathleen, how's it going? Um, but yeah. So I did read on that sprint. I also started, I was planning in my digital planner and then I started planning in my actual planner, which is like, why do I have so many planners? I don't know, it doesn't matter. One has stickers and the other has digital stickers. That's the difference. But I started doing that while I was listening to it, and then Blair was barking like mad. And so I had to go figure out what he was barking at. It was the mailman. It was the mailman. He said, "Don't come near my house." Um, and I can't fault him for that. But I did read. I'm still liking it. I got to, how far did I get in here? I got to, oh, okay. Wow. I got to 34% and it got a little rough. Not like in terms of it being bad, just things happening that I did not anticipate happening. Um, but yeah. Sign of the Slayer by Sharina Harris. It's more vampire slayerish and it's a YA. Okay. Yeah. Um oh, did you say which romance book you were gonna read after this? Oh, just 3 stars. Okay. It it could be worse. Okay, 3 stars is not terrible. Like you could have spent all that time and read a 2 star book, a 1 star book. That is actually pretty terrible. I just don't think I'm a vampire girl at this point, and that's okay. It is okay. I don't think I'm fully a vampire girly, but I think that there's just been some vampire things that I have been interested in. Like, what is that Alexis Henderson book that has House of Hunger? Like, I'm not interested in reading that one bit because it feels like cheesy vampire. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. Also, I didn't particularly care for The Year of the Witching. Um, but I do want to try her other book. Hold on. Okay. So yeah. I do want to try her most recent book that she that she has. Oh, everyone's saying hi to Kathleen. No, no nap. Not yet. Not yet. I did take a nap after I did sprints with Ray and Jess yesterday because I was tired. Um, and I thought I was gonna go out, so I needed to like rally, so I took a nap, but I ended up not going out. But am I gonna take a nap after this? I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying no. Um, so yeah. We did 3 sprints today. I'm so proud of us. I think it was because the chaos demons weren't here. Um, wait, is it the new one? What's that called? Like, oh, what's it called? School for Liars? Academy for Liars? Is that what it's called? I have to know. An Academy for Liars, yeah. That's the new one. So that one I am. Okay, yeah. So that one I am interested in trying from her again to see if like maybe I just didn't like Year of the Witching, but I will like that. But I didn't want to try House of Hunger because I knew I wasn't going to. Listen, it's okay because there's a very good chance I could have been napping. I just have to say, I truly appreciate how nap supportive this space is. Yes, I believe in naps. Naps in the daytime, naps in the evening time if it's not going to mess up your sleep. Because a short nap, a long nap, I love a long nap. I love to say, I'm going to take a little nap and then just see where it takes me. Like I don't set any alarms. I might go to sleep, it's daytime. I wake up, it's nighttime. I have no idea where I am, what year it is. I'm parched. That is a good nap, okay? When you wake up and you want to just drink the entire ocean, that is a good nap. A great nap, even. I liked it way more than I expected. Dark academia and fantasy aren't usually my thing, but I enjoy it. Okay, I I like fantasy. Dark academia. Mm, is this YA? That's also another thing that kind of throws me off. I haven't really been enjoying YA releases lately. Oh, it's adult. Yes. Um, so YA can be hit or miss. A superior nap, Kathleen. I want to wake up and feel like somebody has just poured a ton of just salt in my mouth while I'm sleeping, and I just need all of the water in the world. That is the best kind of nap. That's how you know you slept good. And then what's crazy is like I can take one of those naps and still go to bed at 11:30 and be like, let's get this 8 hours in or 7 hours or whatever. Yep. Hmm. Took a nap. Maybe we should have nap sprints here. Like a Bree long sprint. You know how Bree has like those really, really long sprints, but it's just for napping. It's just like, hey, we're all just gonna close our eyes. You can read. You can be productive, but mainly we're just gonna nap. Mhm. And just for like 2, 3 hours, just take a grand old nap. Come back, chat, head on out. I like that. I actually miss the days of being in school, like in preschool, and then being like, time for a nap. Because all the other kids, they would like fight to stay awake and they would just lay on their cot. I'm not doing that. Me, I got my little blanket, I got on that cot, and I went to sleep. Same, I truly do not have an internal clock. I can nap for 3 hours at 5 p.m. and still sleep easily at 11. I mean, Kathleen, I don't know if this is good or bad for us, but I love it for us. Um, I just think it's great. Has anyone been watching Love Is Blind? Because there's a napper on Love Is Blind this season, and I can identify. I tend to sleep for 3 hours if I nap, so I need to be committed to it. I I think a 3 hour nap is grand. I would commit to those naps every day if I could. Every day. Because I can't nap past 20 minutes these days. Oh, I don't love that. But I mean, I guess you still have the rest of your day. So, like, that's an upside. Because you could take a 5 hour nap and then that's your whole day right there. You can't really do anything else. I can't remember the last time I slept for 8 hours, though. Most nights, 5. Yeah. I feel like I sleep on average about 7 hours. My watch would tell me that I sleep consistently for like 6 hours, 6.5 hours a night, but I don't know. I feel fine relatively. Yes, I walked into a pre-K class at my school yesterday and they were all awake. I was like, y'all don't appreciate this and I'm mad. Yes, I don't understand kids. I mean, I don't understand a lot of things, but kids, because you have all of this energy as a kid, which is great. But like you don't really need all of that energy as a kid. You need the energy now as an adult. And like kids say, but what I really don't understand about kids is how they are tired and still want to fight going to sleep. Like I make that make sense. You're crying and screaming because you're tired, but you won't take the nap. How does that make sense? Logically. I'm thrilled when I can manage a nap a week, usually on Saturdays. I love I love a good weekday nap. I will say the past couple of weeks, I have not been able to get in a weekday nap. Like work has really been working me. And I normally try to take a little lay down on my lunch break because I work from home. So any hour I can just eat and work. And so for my lunch break, I nap. Hmm. Yeah, I used to hate naps as a kid. Now I love them because they are fantastic. Who doesn't love a nap? I mean, children, that too, but they're wrong. They're wrong. I work from home and take a little 10-minute naps during the day and sometimes nap on my lunch break. I may have to incorporate a little 10 minute. I feel like it wouldn't work for me. I would take a 10-minute nap and it would turn into an hour nap and then that would turn into like a 3 hour nap because you know once you get really cozy you can't just wake back up. Yeah, pretty much every day after work. Oh, it sounds wonderful. I have to take my naps before 5 o'clock because I have somehow put my dog on the schedule and he's like, hey girl, it's 5 o'clock. It's time to be up and do things. I want to go outside. I want to eat. You got to eat. And we can't lay down until it's time to go to sleep at 8 o'clock. And when it's 8 o'clock, you better be ready to get into the bed because that's when we're going. Don't be later than 8:30 maybe. He really has me on the schedule. I feel like I should take a nap after this since we're talking about naps. I think you should take a nap. I do. I think you should take a nap. I think we should all take a nap. All of us. It really doesn't matter what you have going on today. Just take a little snoozer. The kids are feeling FOMO, but for us adults, we know there's nothing better than going on. Yes, like please. There's actually nothing happening right now. Because the funny thing is, like in pre-K when everyone has to take a nap, like there's nothing you're missing out on because everyone's doing the exact same thing. So like just do what everyone else is doing, then you won't miss out on anything. As for anyone thinking of taking a nap after this, yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. I I cannot relate. I cannot relate to the children. I mean, I don't want to relate to the children, any of the children. Sometimes I think they're okay. Sometimes I'm just like, unclear, unclear. But that was our sprint for today. I hope y'all got some good reading in. I hope you all feel energized, not energized. I hope you all feel like calm and ready for a nap. Okay, I need to eat and pick my next book, but after that, a nap is highly likely. Yes. Wait, Liz, what location are you at? Are you at Bayou Haunted House or St. Tremaine's Graveyard? Are you being a tourist and just going wherever? Or are you taking a break from spooky, creepy, scary books? But after that, I hope you do take a good nap. I hope we all take a nice, long, long nap. Oh, I'm at Joe's Library. You did say that. You did say that. What does an Academy for Liars? What prompt does that fit? Because oh no, I was gonna say maybe I'll switch that out for my next book, but the next book I have is the group read. So never mind. But you're welcome. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you all go and have fantastic rest of your day, whether you take a nap, whether you don't. I highly suggest you take the nap. I think, let me see who has sprints next. I know that Jess is having sprints on her channel on Tuesday, but I don't know if there's one happening before then. Let's see. Who's got it? What is today? The 19th. Yep, the next sprints are happening on Jess's channel on Tuesday, the 22nd at 6 p.m. Central. So if you want to catch some sprints, I will be there. I'll be there. I think Ray will be there. Jess, she will be there. So Scotty from Scotty Cherie Reads, I think she will also be there. So catch us on Tuesday if you can. And until then, I hope you guys have a good old Halloween, Blackoweeny time, have and a good nap and a good weekend. So thanks for coming. Bye.